Hey guys, welcome to The Strong Young Man. The biggest problem with the social construction of masculinity in the 21st century is that men are being feminised. Their innate masculinity is being sterilised, yet men are still being held liable for traditional masculine responsibilities. What effect does society think this is going to have on young men? How are young men, coming of age, supposed to accept this cognitive dissonance? Men are being told to hate their own masculinity, then blamed when they fail to meet the masculine requirements, and then shamed when a woman meets that same requirement. To crush all of masculinity means to crush the positive aspects of masculine energy, to which the positives far outweigh the negatives. Yet the world today actively encourages men to suppress their masculinity by conditioning men to believe that their masculinity is toxic. Young men coming of age today are having little to no masculine influence from fathers and teachers. Without strong positive masculine influences, young men are unable to cultivate strong positive masculine virtues that society needs to keep it functioning. With divorce taking fathers out of the home, boys develop their own understanding of masculinity, which can be misguided, or worse, guided by women. Toxic masculinity is not the problem. A lack of masculinity is the problem. To be a man, you must provide more than you consume and contribute positively towards society. Masculine men in particular do more than their fair share of the dirty, hard, and dangerous jobs that no one else wants to do. The appreciation is so deficient, often from the people that benefit from it the most, women. Women are the biggest beneficiaries of the fruits of positive masculinity. Men can do most of the jobs that women do for themselves, but you would be hard-pressed to find a woman that is willing to lay brick, crawl through the sewers, down the mines, or work on oil rigs. These are the masculine jobs. The sensational working-class men who build houses and infrastructure. They perform high-risk work, rain, hail, or shine, so that you can be comfortable in your own home. To the people who label masculinity as toxic, you should be ashamed of yourself. The masculine energy that brings aggression and violence is also the same high-risk, high-reward energy that renders a man willing to do the fundamental jobs of society that keep the world moving. It takes a man to cultivate these masculine virtues in his son. When a mother tries to raise a boy on her own, he becomes just a shadow of the man that he could have become had he had a positive masculine influence in his life. The loss of manliness and masculinity, and the loss of the proper appreciation of masculine virtues, have led to men displaying more feminine traits against their natural inclination. Men these days are more feminine than they want to be. I am not saying that a feminine man is bad. I'm saying that all men should strike the balance of masculinity and femininity that suits them, rather than let others or society dictate the balance of these virtues. Most men will tend to be more masculine than feminine when allowed to work it out for themselves. Everyone is different and should be allowed to cultivate the balance that suits the individual. If you are a feminine man by choice, then don't allow anyone to tell you to be more masculine. Mental transvestism, or the ability to enter the spirit of the opposite sex, adapt to their way of thinking, mirror their tastes and attitudes, can be powerfully seductive to everyone, men and women alike. This is the essence that made Valentino, Elvis Presley, and John F. Kennedy so charming to men and women. Explore the masculinity and the femininity within yourself, especially when you are young. Never suppress or exaggerate either trait, especially to suit someone else. A long-term relationship can sometimes be responsible for changing your preferred balance of masculinity to femininity. Look out for this if your woman is excessively controlling of you. Know your balance, and don't let society or anyone change the good masculine or feminine energy in you. The most insidious way in which societal conditioning has neutered masculinity is by recruiting men to affect their own emasculation. If you feel that you are suppressing your own masculinity, it's time to stop. It's time to own your masculinity. Be proud of it. Masculinity has extreme value, and it should be encouraged in all men. Suppressing your own masculinity is to deny yourself of valuable dimensions to your character. This character will be responsible for the future successes, which will ensure humans survive and thrive into the future. When one person allows himself to celebrate in his own masculinity, it gives more and more of us permission to do the same. This is a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you are a woman who is sterilizing masculinity, stop! You are likely behaving this way because you have not observed a good example of a strong man with positive masculine energy. Don't project your own daddy issues onto innocent men. Don't crush all masculinity just because a few men don't articulate good masculine energy. If you are a man and you see a woman or anyone sterilizing another man's own masculinity, then call it out. Embrace your own masculinity. Wear it as a badge of honor. Don't let a woman tell you that your testosterone poisons you or that it's toxic. It's the gender differences and the complementarity that make men and women great together. Thanks for watching today's episode. In episode 32, I'll cover intermittent fasting. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified when it drops. Catch you then.